It's a strap cutter. How hard can it be? One quick thing, YouTube's notification settings are very strange, so make sure you go in there, set it to all, because if it's set to personalized, YouTube is deciding what to show you. So as you can see here, it is relatively easy to take the strap cutter apart, but also there's not really much reason to do so. To put it back together, you're just aiming the numbers towards you and sliding it back into the main body of the strap cutter. Then you just have to tighten up the nut and you're good to go. The only other option really for adjustments is this little screw at the back. You can tighten it and loosen it to increase and decrease the width at the back. And you also decrease and increase the width here by pushing or pulling it apart to help thicker and thinner leathers push through your strap cutter. All right, so where the blade is, we've got these little protectors on it. Once these are off, you can pull the blade out and put a new blade in, but be very careful because that little blade can ruin your fucking day. So maybe use some pliers. Not only are these here to protect, but they cause tension on the blade to hold it nicely in place once everything's screwed down. So just be aware, be safe. But if you have longer blades that are sticking out the side of your strap cutter, you can just take a pair of pliers and snap them off before putting the protective cover back on. All you have to do is nudge it in there with a pair of pliers and you're good to go. So obviously be careful. It's not like I've ever cut myself on a strap cutter blade before. I would do that. Hey, if you're looking for tools and supplies, you can do no better than LONSDALE Leather. There's an affiliate link in the description of this video, as well as a discount code. So go have a look. Oh yeah, and free shipping on orders over $150 in Canada and the United States. You just move your slider to the desired thickness and tighten everything down. Now that we've finally gotten to the strap cutting portion of this video, let's go over a couple of things. Obviously, you need a straight edge first before you're going to cut your strap. And make sure the strap cutter is the right thickness for the leather that you're cutting. The handle of your strap cutter needs to be pressed firmly against the leather that you are strap cutting to keep your strap nice and straight. But when you get to the end of the hide, if you keep pressing on the handle as it leaves the leather, you're going to curve the leather. So once you get to the end, take a little pause and then cut straight off, and then everything will be nice and perfect. After you've used your strap cutter for a while, or if you're using it on really tough, heavy leather, there's a chance that your sizing is going to get skewed without you even noticing. Suddenly you check and you're a quarter inch out, but you tightened your strap cutter down, so what gives? Well, it's just friction and it's moved on you for whatever reason. Certainly there is an obvious way to tighten your strap cutter up, that's with a pair of pliers. The thing I use the most, honestly, is my rotary punch, because I can lock it in at the handle and twist it, just use that leverage to tighten and loosen, and my rotary punch is always within an arm's grab away. There's that option. So if you're on your last blade and things are getting a little rough, there's a couple things you can do. If you have some leather that is soft and bending at the end, and it's kind of like just pressing the leather instead of cutting the leather, you can cut a hard edge there, which will help a little bit. Another option is to nudge the leather with your strap cutter blade and then cut with a utility knife to get it started, and then come in with your strap cutter and it should be fine. Another thing that can cause problems is if the gap in your strap cutter is too big. So this will be obviously more evident if you have a dull blade, but if the gap is too big, any leather that isn't fairly stiff is going to push in and then curve a bit instead of just cut straight through. So adjust that appropriately. If you only watch one more tooltip video today, make sure it's this hole punching one that I'm putting up next for you. And until next time, keep on being creative in whatever it is you do.